SIMI Fehoko is the new starting Cowboys wide receiver. Yay, but no. It's a heck of a story. If only it was true. Mike Fisher reporting from the Star in Frisco, where once again, and we beat this drum quite a bit. I hope you don't mind that we do, but this is the benefit of being at the Star and not being in a cubicle somewhere in the Bronx or something. So store this away in your "you had to be there" file. You have to be there file. And by the way, you get to be here because we're here. Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy, as we told you some time back, recently pulled aside the rookie SIMI Fehoko and said, hey, let's put a little weight on you. You can do a little hybrid stuff. They're not talking about go be a tight end. Just this can be a way for you to help your game. You're a big guy already. Let's get you a little bigger. Not we're moving you to tight end. Just think of Noah Brown, who's a blocking wide receiver. And maybe we can get you on the field a little more doing that. Okay, so good. That's a good start to Fehoko's offseason. On top of that, we get to OTAs last week, and we'll have another look on Wednesday at this week's OTA. And Fehoko said, I'll have a bigger role. Bigger role in the offense, hopefully, and on special teams. I have no problem gaining weight. Playing at a higher weight, not a problem. Now we're talking about 5 pounds, something like that. Now fast forward to the OTAs. And by gosh, there he was, SIMI Fehoko, very much filling that void, taking first-team snaps. How notable is this to folks getting their information secondhand? Well, very notable, apparently, because Pro Football Talk did a whole story on SIMI Fehoko as a starter. Quote, Fehoko has been getting time opposite CeeDee Lamb with the first-team offense on OTAs. And SIMI does have a reason to be excited for this chance, such as it is. As he said recently, I'm bigger, taller, guess heavier than some guys, so I have the blend of speed. I can bring that to the table. All this is true. But what the aggregation gang cannot know, and by the way, there's no crime in aggregation. It's part of our industry. It's okay. We all do it. If I'm writing a story about the Washington Commanders, I'm not in Washington. Sometimes I have to aggregate what hopefully a respected reporter, a reliable reporter has written. That's cool. But what the aggregation gang cannot know is what actually happens when your boot's on the ground, what information can be gathered only from attending the actual workout. Fehoko was no more an OTA first-teamer than Noah Brown was, or than TJ Vasher was. Oh, by the way, regarding SIMI's size, he is 6'3", probably going to play at over 225, so he has size. Brown's almost 6'3" and 225, and has been here for a few years. Vasher's 6'6", and 215, Texas Tech guy that you guys are all fascinated with. And all 3 of them were, quote, first-teamers last Wednesday. CeeDee Lamb was the guy that got the ball, and then all 3 of those guys were other guys who, for the most part, to my eyes, didn't much get the ball. So they all have size going for them, and we could write a story about Noah Brown being a first-teamer, because he was on one snap, and then SIMI Fehoko was a first-team on another snap, and then TJ Vasher was a starter, on another first-team snap. And that could all change as soon as James Washington gets the boot off his foot, tendonitis, as soon as Jalen Tolbert, the rookie, starts playing. He had a wrap on his leg last week. They do think that Tolbert can practice this week. We'll find out more on Wednesday, and Washington told me that he wants to practice this week, if not this week, next week. None of this is meant as an insult to Fehoko, who in 2021 played on special teams, but does have fans inside the Dallas scouting department. They're believers in his ability to win with speed and size. He has, by the way, SIMI spent the offseason here in Dallas and spent a lot of time with Dak, working with him, getting to know him, bonding with him. Great. And the coaching staff, we got CeeDee Lamb locked in. We don't have Amari. We don't have Said. Michael Gallup we're not going to have for a while, so the Cowboys need help. And maybe SIMI can give you help. But that need does not anoint Fehoko as a starter just because he took one snap there on a Wednesday. It was a random Wednesday in an early OTA, and he rotated with 3 other guys. We'll get a look at Wednesday OTAs round 2, and we'll see if SIMI Fehoko continues to be a rotational first-team contributor while other guys are out, or maybe even more. At the Star with the Cowboys Fish, out.